My people, what's up? And we're back to this with the Swervinn podcast. We got another guest in here for the second guest of July, and we got Miss Savy, the creator. She's a host. She's the host with the most. She does everything. So I'm glad to be having her here. And we've been talking for some months, haven't we?
Yeah.
So it's about time. Thanks for coming.
No problem.
How you been? What you got going? How's your summer been?
Let's
catch up with Savy.
Let's see. I've been in a lot more. Been in the house a little bit. I would say a whole lot more than I usually would be during the summertime. And getting a new vision together.
Within Savy or on live? I feel like there's
a new vision, meaning that, I'm creative, right? And I do events and stuff. So I really been trying to study, it sounds crazy, but all angles of the world and kind of really see what's missing, which goes into the quote the statement I had said, creating something nobody never seen. So I'm like, what are people tired of seeing and what they need to see?
And that is the vision of creating, right?
Yeah. And that's why I've been at this summer, just in and creating. And sometimes I feel bad because I feel like I'm isolated. I feel like this year I've been more isolated than I've ever been. So
I feel like that's okay. Me and the last guest, we were just talking about that. Sometimes it takes some you time to lock in,
Yeah.
and some people really don't do that, but will consider it being locked in. But when you lock it in, when it's locking in,
Yeah.
and it usually flourishes to something beautiful.
Yeah.
So just keep doing you. You know what you need to do. While you're Savy, the creator. No, but how's 2024 for you? Like to ask everyone that, and how's 2025 been? I feel like the year just kind of flew by, so it's easy to just be in the moment but not look back.
2024 was so crazy. I started my locks, and then I started my locks because I have epilepsy, and the medicine I was taking, it was making my hair come out. So I'm like, let me go ahead and lock my hair up so nobody will notice. So that was the beginning of my 2024. And then just really trying to network and connect with people. Like last year, I used a lot of days, a lot of months, just genuinely trying to connect with people and make sure I had the correct tribe around me. So for me, I think 2024 was year of preparation. Then this year, I'm just offering a new vision. And that's where I was then. And that's why it feels so weird now. Because just last year, I'm like, oh, I'm back out connecting, networking. And then it's like I'm pulled right back in. But now I'm looking at all my cards I picked up. I'm looking at all my emails I got and just seeing where I need to regroup. And it seemed like that started, I think that was January I locked. February, I was really trying to figure out the hair thing. Then March, I was supporting my friends with their fashion show and just linking
Don't
up.
figure out the hair thing. I love black women that wear their hair.
I
feel like
know,
it needs to be more of a thing.
Yeah, I think it does need to be more of a thing. And I was talking to my stylist today because I'm our brand ambassador, and she was like, we should just do some, natural hairstyles on you. And I was going to do something different today, but she was like, no, wear your natural hair. I said, oh, okay.
It starts with girls like you though that are like a pillar in buying into that to let down to these these other black women. It is hard. And I was I date black girls and stuff these past years, and I'd be like, and I'd respectfully be asking like, why do you wear a wig? And I respect the answer so much. She was like, I just wanted to. I was like, I respect that so much more than thinking you need to wear a wig with a head full of hair. There's people that don't have no hair.
See, now that part right there, that part I don't get. Because if my hair was down here, you would not see me with a wig. And I only wear it because I'm in fashion. It's convenient. And if a style I really want that style.
Right.
But if my hair grow full enough and long enough, I'm most definitely wearing my own hair.
Yeah, so I never got that when a girl would tell me that and her head would be full. And I'm like, the answer is you're just lazy.
Oh, no, yeah.
Yeah,
that's crazy. That's crazy.
So what's the 2025? How's that been, and what's your fourth quarter goals to close out the year?
Oh, I got an amazing event that I'm going to do October 4th.
October 4th?
Yeah.
What is it? Have you talked about it yet?
Not really.
What's up? What's up?
It's called Creative Breakout.
Okay.
And I'm offering 7 different talents. I'm revealing 7 different talents behind the curtain. But then the last curtain is going to be one of the biggest surprise ever. Nobody's going to expect it.
Just fire. That's all you want to say?
I'm telling you, You guys probably want it. It's going to be amazing. That 7 curtain that I'm revealing is going to be something so, I think, like powerful, and it's going to help St. Louis. It's going to help creatives, and it's just going to really show people like you can evolve.
So is the goal like the light to like show what these creatives got going on, and check them out to like bring more light to St. Louis and get more creatives creative?
Yeah, because we have a lot of fashion shows going on, but I do fashion shows. So I said this goes into what I was saying. Like
you really do be doing the fashion shows.
Yeah, but I'm about to do something different.
Tika was telling me about you, and I thought she was capped. To like I was like I had to sit back a minute, and I was like, yeah, Savy really got it going on.
Oh, you had to sit back and wait. Like let me see what the plan really is.
Well, it was cool because I asked Tika. I fuck with Tika. She was like and I know Tika just got motion out here, and I was like, Tika, who's a black girl that you want to see on Swervinn podcast? And we were just chopping on the phone. She was like, I could tell she really liked that question. She's like, She's like, Savy. I was like, who is Savy? And then I was like, oh yeah, she does look interesting. And I saw that you just had a lot going on, and that the walk, all that you had going on. And I went to Tika's shoot, and some of her models that she had walk for you and stuff, and just kind of like, you really got a hand in the young St. Louis out here, and that's important. So thank you for being you.
Problem. And I love them. I love them so much.
What was the lifestyle? What was your lifestyle like growing up that kind of just got you that grasp on I want to create and be a creator? Was your aunties like what they have on what was Savvy loving?
Well, if you wouldn't. So that thing, to go right to it real deep, it was an escape because the childhood wasn't so nice.
I feel that. So you had to create.
I think the reason why I have so many ideas and they be like so new and nourishing because everything, it comes new, but it comes from pain. Like I didn't really have that good childhood to where, I'm creating this because when I grew up, I had this. No, I had a lot of good things. I'm going to tell you that I had it very well. But it wasn't having it very well to where I was protected.
Right.
So it was like, I have to get out of this. So that's why I became a creator.
And only you can get yourself out.
Yeah, only you can get yourself out. Like you can try to create, but don't create from a place of within. And then I just feel like at some point it becomes embarrassing. And I realize that watching other people and learning. I don't make fun of them. I pray for them because I do see creatives where you can tell they're creating, but they're creating from a forefront of just what they see in the world versus what's on the inside of them.
100%.
So I'm like, okay, well,
100%. Just to like get the view on them instead of like what is bringing their art out. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, people create amazing stuff when it comes from inside out. But the crazy part about it, even when you think about like celebrities when they be singing and they go through a breakup. They got that song be so dope.
You right.
It be so dope. So it's like I'm taking everything I went through and I'm creating it to be art. And then people feel it because people can like really relate the pain. So when I do fashion shows and I do anything, if you walk in the room or you talking to me or like we connect and you like, oh, well, it's something in me that's connecting with her because I can relate. There's a lot of people that's hurting and they're not creating. They're not making nothing beautiful from it. And that's what I want to teach. That's what I want to give.
I love that. I love that answer. Thank you for
Thank
that.
you.
And I love that so much. So you create, what was was you like a Tyra Banks fan? Like,
oh my God, Tyra Banks. I love her. I
feel like you give me like a lot of Tyra Banks energy and like just.
I love Tyra Banks.
Just being that. I love that. A polarizing face within the city, like what when I was doing like research on you, like what you do, what I found the most creative was like you're a creator and a host within your like events and all this shit, but like you don't just be there like overseeing like things that are going right. You're doing the makeup, like you're doing the hair, or at least got input on like a lot of that stuff to like the outfits. What's the importance of that? Is it more of a creating standpoint or making sure shit don't go wrong?
So it's more of a creator standpoint because I another thing is worrying about getting it wrong and worrying about who sees it. Like we're going to make mistakes and people going to see it and you're not going to always have an up season. So for me, it's more so of making sure I be the best creative I can be when it comes to putting out a vision versus me always trying to get it perfect.
Right.
And I think that just it's been favor for me, and just making sure I'm treating people right, talking to them behind the scenes. Just communicating with them, making sure they're talking to an actual human because that's very big in fashion. Like talking to people like they're people.
No, making them feel a part.
Yeah,
I feel like it's easy to be a host, but not like make people feel a part. You know, it's easy to be some people are so great at being a host, but never being seen and making their way around the room to being a great host. You're a great host. Thank you. I feel like that's what that goes down to. And I feel like some people just can't do that and have the level of to like do the hair, do the makeup, host, you know, watch it all, get the artists. Like,
and I gotta know what's going on with everybody. That's another thing. I'd be from the bottom of the building to the other end of the building. It's probably 3,000 square feet within 5 minutes. I gotta check on everybody. You need food. What's going on with the clothes? Is the makeup done? Did you go over the runway? What's going on with the vendor tables? What's going on with my chairs and tables? Why they not over here? But I don't bug nobody. If I see that they're busy, I will fix it. That's another thing. Like sometimes we always want people to step in and just, you know, be our maid and do something because sometimes we may arrive feeling like we bigger than the program because we are the creator of that program. But I always make sure I step in and show my humbleness, and I think that's where the favor come from too. Like if you busy, I'll put up 16 chairs in my fashion show, even if I paid you. But if it's not done on time, being done on time is more important than me paying you.
100%.
You know, so
100%. Yeah. I love that answer. I'm glad you know that too. That it takes balance within both sides. So the Swervinn podcast is a podcast where I let guests ask me at least 2 questions. This is the time for your first one. Do you have anything you'd like to ask?
Recently, who was your favorite guest
on the pod?
Yeah.
Damn, she put me on the spot. Most recent favorite guest. I would say spring was a good time. Spring was a great time. I love talking to Chef Elliot's mom because that was just like a different conversation. Just kind of. You guys need to meet.
Yeah,
I could probably get you guys something. But I just loved like just listening to her talk. You know, because she comes from being adopted. You know, she's internationally, you know, in an interracial relationship. So she just had a lot of shit that I really needed to hear and wanted to hear. So I would say that. And I just love evolving combos. I love people that, you know, I love that when I ask them on the podcast, it leads to genuine sections that need to be talked about, like within life. And like Rocco was just a fire one that I had on. Like I knew that we were super relatable, and we both like got the debrief on shit that we needed to, but got to know more about each other. And
the personal connection and the balance of just the art all came together.
100%. Yeah. And it's like, that's why like it's not like you said, you didn't hit me up like, I want to come on your podcast. Like that's not authentic. When most people do that, they come on with not shit to talk about. And I've done that. And it's just like, and I go back and watch some episodes and it's just like, oh, like why'd I do it? So, but I've learned that's what the beauty of creating is, you know, you know what works, you know what sticks. So and nothing is rushed, you know. That's why I was like, hey, like with the pod, like just trust me, have time. Like I know how all this works, and I know how I want it to work, but you know.
I understand.
Yeah. So I just wanted it to be right. And but yeah, I would say them would be my favorite guests because I just like sitting back and just listening some time and just getting to know people in the setting. So thanks for that. So outside of what's the toughest part of the creator journey? You know, outside of the fashion shit.
The toughest part I would say is keeping the balance, because as you evolve, sometimes, you know, you will find majority of people being common around you, or, you know, they may not be evolving. So you got to find yourself being able to just still be able to evolve and keep the balance of being an example. And, you know, people look at you as being perfect. You know, sometimes once you make it to a certain level of being a creative or just whatever you do, and you just want to stand up persons in your city or your state and a whole bunch of eyes on you, got numbers. To me, none of that stuff matters. But the hardest thing for me is people separating me from sometimes Savy the creator and taking me in as a human. That's been so hard lately. It's like, I love Savy the creator, but then it's like I'm still a human. And I'm not saying I do stupid stuff and be on, you know, the mainstream, but like when it comes to just, you know, working with opportunities with different people, sometimes I even heard it like a threat. I'm like here to work with you. I don't care if you got 5,000 followers. Like, I don't care. Like, let's come together because your 5,000 followers may be 5,000 people that never seen me before. Mm-hmm. And my 45,000 could be 45,000 people that never seen you before. So it's the balance of just the humanity and then just the actual, like when you look at me on social media, just remember I'm still a human. If you need help, you can come talk to me. You can walk up and talk to me. I'll talk to you. I'll give you a hug if you need one and it's there. It's just keeping the balance of that. Everything else, I'm pretty much getting grounded because isolation is really helping me with that. But I think that's just the last thing getting checked off my list. Just knowing that I'm more than that.
I love that. I feel like, yeah, because you can get caught in creating too, and you just got to remind yourself that you're more than that. So people don't walk on that. And I feel like that's why I didn't have to, but I'm glad I took time away from that to kind of realize that, So a lot of people would just get my name mixed up, and I was like, yo, this
you're human though. Like,
that's very much that's part of the process too, though.
Yeah.
I knew that. I knew that shit was gonna happen. Like, so I'm not mad at it. Just hate that it happened so fast, but that was the right thing to happen to get the right team that I have with me now and stuff. I feel more comfortable than ever within the creating. I feel like time just has to time with certain shit. We all want a lot tomorrow. Mm-hmm. That's not reality.
Yeah, that is nice. But that's good. Like what you just said about certain things happening. You got the team that you have now. I would say I'm recently going through that now.
Oh, really?
Like,
and just
I went through this shakeup. I kind of,
and it
last
sucks.
year, it was shaky. The whole locks and figuring things out. But then it's like now, okay, who's really on my team?
And it sucks because sometimes it costs you money that you don't want to spend faster. You got to revamp some things in a time that you really didn't scale it to, but it's all for the better. I never question God's timing. Yeah. What's some projects you got going on outside of the fashion world that keep you passionate?
One of my projects I have that I'm thinking about getting into, and I don't like to speak too early because then
What is it? Stop holding on to it. You need to stop doing that.
Just give it all.
What do you got going? What do you need help with? What is it?
So juicing. So for me, since I have epilepsy, right? Having epilepsy is more about what you eat, the medicine you take, and your dilantin level, or the medicine that you on, the level that you're at. So I know juicing will like really help, and I've known to be a healer in different areas. So I'm like, if I got into juicing, then that could possibly like help me. So I got this small juicer and I just been like working with it.
Doing like trial shit?
I'm doing like trials and stuff and studying like herbs and ingredients that go together that won't clash and offset your system. So I've been working on that as well. And I think that'll be also something that'll be good that I'm giving, whether I can be creative with it, different things like that, and add like a creative bottle to it. Because when you drink juice, it's clear and it's colorful, so you know what you're drinking. The safe. But if you trust a person, then you can trust a decorative bottle, and it's so different.
Oh, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? So it's more so me. I'm like, I didn't earn these people's trust. Like, what product, can I offer? Because after you get so far into the fashion game and production, at some point you do have to evolve and offer a product in order to get that right income and the metrics that you want. Because I get paid on all my social medias, but they always changing the numbers. Like
you just should have the same. If you put in the hours, you should have the same check, same amount. Or changing the numbers of what? Your views or
what? I would say with Instagram, when they stopped and then they came back, they took it down. At first it was like $75. I would say for me it was like a day. But then when they came back, it's almost like $45 a day, down to like $12.
So that's still good.
Yeah, but the thing of it is, even with Meta, with Facebook, they recently just told me like, hey, you're posting more professional work. We're going to up your, basically saying they're going to up my per, I guess, cents that I'm getting. But that stuff always going to change. You know what I'm saying? I think it's quarterly. But TikTok is the only one that does not change. Like it was a time where I was.
You probably cracking on TikTok, huh?
I would say up and down because I need to be more consistent. I hate it. But TikTok is that one that would never change. Long as you're consistent, you're getting at 10,000. I'm telling you.
10 bands?
Long as you're consistent.
I gotta make a TikTok account.
I've been thinking about consistent.
So I have a movie, like I have a movie review pod, and I think that's just what I want to do with it. I think something like that would pop up.
Try to do the pilot program.
What's that?
So the pilot program is more so like once you are consistent, I'll wait on that versus trying to do the 10K thing is like when you just regular post a minimum of videos and then get so many views. And then after that, how many people engage? Almost like a YouTube thing, but TikTok give you more of a shorter number to get there.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because with YouTube, they're like, oh, you get so many, you get this and you get this much money, but then TikTok give you more of a shorter number.
I hate that I was making money off this at the time, but when I was protesting and it was on Facebook, I was making hella bread because I had like all the views going on there. Like people, it was just so like just popular. Like it was just so generated, and like people were. What I was talking about was shit that needed to be talked about, but people would like be so against it and sharing it. Like, look at this dude, and like, so it was just getting so much that I got paid. I was like, okay, just like
keep doing it, and it's natural. That's the thing. You just never know what to pop. Just do it.
No, yeah, for sure. For the next question I got for you, what would be your second question for me?
So with your podcast, like what made you actually, because when I see podcasts, I be wanting to know where did that thought come from? Like what made you say, I want to actually like create a podcast?
Well, it all started like I was kind of telling Rocco about it. We just kind of touched base on it, but since you asked, I'll tell you. So like when I was in college doing football, I was away there. Like I was in Minnesota, so I was just away from all my friends here. And I got a lot of friends that, hit me up like, DJ, like, because I'm the movie guy, like, hey, what's the movie to watch? What's the movie to watch? So if you go to this account on Swervinn Podcast and go all the way back to my first video, it's just like 5 movies you should watch. So because I was tired of people doing that, I was just like, I'm gonna just drop a YouTube channel once a week and just should watch these, because I really watch movies like 2 a day. So yeah, I was just on that shit. So that grew from making my first video and then watching Joe Rogan and things and being like, oh, I really want a podcast. So just start like interviewing. I was at a JUCO at the time, and like Last Chance U and stuff was popular. So I was like, I'm just interviewing my teammates to see what they want to do like after college, because that was like the trend then and now and stuff. And COVID was about to happen, so I had got a mic and all that, and kind of like I didn't know what was gonna happen, so I took a lot of shit with me from school on that Christmas break, and then thank God I took the mics and stuff, because like we didn't go back, and I just kind of felt like that's where I was at within my life. And it was crazy because like while I was home and stuff, just interviewing, start protesting, and then like all that was kind of put up, and then I brought it back out because I was like just exhausted from protesting. I was telling people like, if you want to have real conversations, we can talk on the podcast, which no one came and did. So yeah, and then I just took time doing that. And then it just grew from there. So just asking people from St. Louis to come on and like talk and just seeing who's interesting. Because this lady told me one time when I went to go put a parlay in, I was like, hey, good morning. She was like, just started. I was like, what? Am I talking too loud? And then she was like, no, you got that voice. I was like, what? I was like, what? What voice? She was like, I don't know. She was like, well, whatever you do with the young man, you need to use that. And I was like, that kind of just stuck with me from like, that kind of was like the glow fuck that. I'm gonna start the pod and
that's good.
And
that's
and I felt like it was just really like authentic, so I just kind of like I wouldn't say I was uncomfortable, but it just gave me something that made me uncomfortable, like asking people to come on to talk to me. Like that's uncomfortable because people like just some black kid that has a podcast, but once they come on and it's actually like a good time and just curate good vibes, like I feel like I'm the guy that likes to host the party. So the same way with like the podcast, like I like to have like personal conversations and
the
just
questions.
like in the questions, and that's why I don't be in the club and stuff, and like because most of the time you're in the club and running into people's these 30-40 minute conversations over toxic drinks. I'm like, bruh, like nah, I'm good on that. It do
be long conversations. They be super long.
Yeah, all personal. I'm like, bruh, come on the pod, or I'm like texting me or whatever. But at the same time, like if people really want to talk to you, they'll make time for you besides seeing them out. Like, you know where I'm at.
You're right about
so
that.
It's all like, it's just more of a me debriefing thing than anything, and just creating something rather than just thinking it's cool. I think I
like everything you saying, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but one of the reasons why I wanted, when you asked me, I'm like, and I said yes, was because honestly, when it come to podcasts and like the meanings behind it and stuff, it's like looking at your podcast, you can tell that it's authentic. Mm-hmm. Like you're literally just sitting down and you can literally tell, okay, what's up? What's going on? Those are the podcasts that we need. You know, a lot of just staged, you know what I'm saying? And just, you know, I know that people are just overhearing just overload of advice and they wanted to like really getting to know people.
Yeah.
And that's what your podcast does.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. And I love that, like all that overload. Have you ever just scrolled and you'll be like, they're just giving information. But what about you?
That's
like,
why,
can we figure
That's honestly why that's why I talk to women, because like that's why I have a lot of engaging women fans, because like, and that's why I was smart about it, because like as a man, girls don't want to hear a man talking. We ain't really talking about shit. So I was like,
we do. You
do, but like most of them ain't talking about shit on podcasts. So like they're not. They're really not though. So that's why like I would host women, and every time I have a girl on, they're like, what are we gonna talk about? I'm like, oh. So that's why I got in the form of just like making the questions and sending them. But like that's why I didn't send you your questions, because I was like, I just want to get back to that authentic form, you know. Mm-hmm. So it's not that, but it's like it's just a trusting thing, you know. So everyone don't got it, and I'm just very blessed with it and thankful for my blessing. But yeah,
that was so funny.
You need a podcast.
Well,
my end goal is to have like one hub, and
I do have one.
Oh, well, we'll talk. Yeah, my end goal is to have like one hub, because I have Swervinn Sunday, obviously, and just have one that drops Monday, have one that drops Tuesday, Wednesday, kind of like a Barstool ripple effect, but one umbrella. I feel like that's how creators in St. Louis come up, and
that's an amazing idea. That needs to be screamed out loud. That's an amazing idea.
Talk about that later. Yeah, thank you for that. And the podcast, like, it's just a real debriefing thing, and kind of goes to my next question. I peeped that you do journaling, which is an important thing to me. My journal right there, 5 question a day memory. How long you been doing that, and why is it important?
So with journaling, I've been doing it, I would say on and off, for about 8 to 9 years. And this year is a little different. And I'm gonna say it's different because I figured out something.
Did you have a way you were doing it and now you do it different? Or do you feel like you talk to yourself, or do you try to like answer things when you're writing?
Both.
Okay.
You have to be open with your journal. You can't just stick to one thing, because you're gonna have journals where you evolve with how you write.
100%.
You know, so for me, I was sticking to, and that's the problem I had at first. I was like, I'm writing, but I'm trying to stick to a narrative of how I write, when really I can be free here. So this journal I got, I like when you pick up something, and I just tell people this: if you're not a writer and you want to get attracted to writing, like, get a journal that's attractive to you. Yes. The color, the naming of it, like the spiral of it, how big or how small it is. What motivated me was like, it's super closed, it fold over, very professional. My favorite color is purple. And when I write in it, which is so crazy, it blows my mind. So I feel like everything happens when I write in it. I'm like,
it's just like,
it's like, so now I'm motivated. Like every time I think of something, I'm running to my journal and I'm talking to it. When it's everything. That. Like, I love my journal.
It's such a freeing moment. Like, I'll get away from it like for a couple of weeks, and then like I'll be like, what is wrong with me? Like, and then I crack it open and I'm like, yo, like that was like everything. I just like a hash that's, instead of just going and ranting to someone that's like, this dude's crazy. Like, you can just hash it out in your journal. Yep. That's actually brought me to like I'm actually like writing some scripts and things. So I think that's why I love movies and stuff too, because like,
you like writing.
Yeah, like the journaling has brought me to it's brought me to loving movies more and like all that stuff, because like all that creating comes to someone's writing and someone's feeling and reflection.
It brings out your emotions
and
too, like
so we all can feel something in a way, and like, you know, elaborate on that.
Yep.
So that's why I love writers. And then I got creator friends and people that could evolve and don't journal. I'm like, bro, you need to tap in.
Ooh, yeah. I'm like, it solve a lot of problems. Vitamins and journaling.
You need to tap in. Like, it's such a freeing thing for real. And the book talk. Savy writes. I've been cracking into her book a little bit. I'm just gonna let her talk about it. Like, when's like talk about like the side, not like, you know, what the touching base. It's about your life and like what makes your pain outside of your creating, I would say, and what makes Savy savvy outside of the creator from growing through a life of trial that women can relate with. And I'm still not done with it. That's why we'll come back to talk to it. But what's been like your freeing like appreciation of bringing that to life?
So for me, I would say that it had developed something, like it birthed something in me, getting it all out. So I do suggest, like you said, journaling. But you know, everyone's not a book writer. But I would say like birth something out of me because I feel like my stomach was full when I didn't get it out, you know. But once I got it out, I was very emotional. I was even revisiting some of those times. But I think
that you needed to though.
I needed to. So writing that book was therapy for me. But what's so crazy is that I went through a lot of the emotions that when women read my book, they're 9 times out of 10 going to get emotional, but at the same time, it will be something to where you're like literally birthing something out of you. Okay, well, whatever I'm dealing with, if I can relate 100%, when I say 100%, because I was so detailed with some of the stuff, you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, that was me. Like, I'm not the only one. And sometimes we just need to know that. Like, there's a lot of people that's pretty successful and you think they haven't went through a thing. You'll be like, you ain't go through nothing. Only if you knew. When you read my book, it's so much healing there because it healed me. I'm like, me writing my own book healed me. Like, and all I need to do was write it down, but write down all of it. I couldn't start here and then say, oh, I'm not going to finish because then it's like unhealed pain. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't be scared to really talk about it. You know what I'm saying? And then even though when family was like, make sure you don't use names, it was so much going on when I was writing that book. Everybody wanted to keep everything away. But for years, I was like trying to protect everybody. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, my book is going to expose everything.
I love that.
It's going to expose everything. So I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know what they're going to say. But it helped me.
It doesn't matter. It's your creation. It's your baby.
Yeah, like,
that's your baby. I love that. And that's that's powerful. I'm definitely going to read it and then we're going to tap back in and maybe we could do like a chapter thing because I'm kind of getting to that point of like what I'm doing. Chapters. Well, no, I just like that's shit I like to buy into and like that's how like you can do it like an audio and that's how you get like an audio fan page and like I'm just all about like, you know, let's make it make sense for everybody. So and just talk about like break it down for real, like outside of like when people read and then want to know more about you. So I can't wait to you get a title.
It's called Little Girl Gone Missing.
So I love that. I feel like just from that you can kind of like dive in, like
just go right in,
get a context clue, and like So tap into Savy. She's got it going on. I cannot wait. You ready to dive into Swervinn Q&A?
Yeah, come on.
All right, let's bet it. So for girls that want to take on the fashion world and modeling, what would be like just like the first outside of like what it takes, like height and stuff, like what would be like a Savy like tip?
Remove the thick skin and always walk in rooms with your chin up and pronounce your words clear.
I love that. Okay. A book. What would be a book, a podcast, and a movie recommendation you would give to the people? It could be to me, just like your personal liking, how you're feeling right now.
Far as like a book, because I think now when I think about when this goes back, it's a little weird, but like the four corners of the world, you think about what feeds the world more like visual. So, you know, sometimes people do YouTube and sometimes people do books or whatever. So if you are visual, I would tell you as a model, just record yourself. Like, you know, it doesn't matter if you don't know how to walk at all. Right. Record yourself and keep that. And once you keep that, you go back and look at that for practice instead of watching other people. Because once you start looking at other people and, you know, being a critic of somebody else, you start trying to be like them. But the only way you can be like yourself if you record yourself and get better. And as a model, a lot of models, they do it. But then when they see a model that's like really good, they start looking at them. And that's how you keep your identity. So as far as the visual thing for as a model, just record yourself. Keep recording yourself. Never lose that. And it also gets you into the basis of creating content for yourself too. Because you may end up recording and it's like, this is a really good walk. Let me post this. Let me draw some attention to my page. I am a model. Then boom, you post your headshot. Different things like that. And the world is very visual. And I would say
100%.
It's a lot of golden era people that still read like me. And Lindsay, I believe the name of the book is like Poses with Lindsay. And I've been reading that, and it has visual along with just explaining like the breathing and explaining like the tip of your foot, because a lot of times when we do pose and we walk, we forget about the palm and the tip of our foot. And a lot of models, that's something that they would, need help on. Sometimes even me, like if I've been sitting down for months, I go back and revisit the book. You cannot just sit down. Like modeling, you this is so crazy because the real part that they don't talk about is that yes, Tyra Banks is pretty. Yes, Naomi Campbell is pretty, but they always teach being consistent. And if you stop being consistent, not only you may lose it, but you'll just be a pretty girl. You know what I'm saying? So that's so important. Like you'll see somebody post, these beautiful pictures as a model or as a runway model, but yeah, they consistent. Or maybe they took a break from social media because they needed to get back consistent to get that actual glow. And I think that we're just moving too fast into thinking like, I can do it right now. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But you got to put that practice. You got to put that practice in. Record yourself. See how you doing. Give your own self. Be open to critique yourself sometimes. Because sometimes we're more comfortable with that before somebody else do it. So when you walk into a casting call, you won't be, nobody can break you down.
No, it takes reps with everything.
Mm-hmm.
Everything. I believe in that. You gonna give me a movie and book? Mm-hmm. What's your movie and book podcast pick? give me a book and movie and podcast.
So the book,
besides the Lindsay one, you gave me that one.
The Lindsay one.
Give me a movie. Are you a movie person or are you a TV show?
I'm more so. I would say the book, the Power Book.
The Power Book?
Yeah.
Omar Amari?
Yeah. So
okay, yeah, that's my shit.
I would say the Power Book because it does show true balance and it gets deep down in your head in ways you never thought.
Did you watch Tariq's Power Book? Did you watch 2? Like that?
No, the actual book.
Oh, okay. Oh, you read it.
Yes, but then a Power Book that you're talking about, the visual part, like the TV show, I learned that I do like TV shows, but since I am a creative, I believe all creators have that ADHD. What is that?
ADHD?
Yes. So I'll be watching it and I'll be like, boom, let me go read. Boom, let me go write. Boom, let me go cook. So far as like being stuck to that, sometimes it's really hard.
No, I feel that.
Because I love being drawn to like my laptop and my iPad.
That was me last night. Like I was trying to watch something, but I was playing the game.
Going back and
forth.
I'm
on the phone. I'm writing over here. I'm like, I just need to go to bed. But I was gonna ask. Oh, that's what it was. What's some St. Louis creatives you love and kind of like working with in the fashion world?
Oh, I do have a few. Let me see. 2.
Icons Never Die. I like him. He's cool.
Icons.
Is that is that KO? Mm-hmm. He wrote a book. You guys kind of remind me of each other.
Mm-hmm. Let me see. What can I think? When you said some creatives here in St. Louis locally, I do have a couple that I really like working with. I'm gonna say that. Who's at the top of my list though? I can't say nobody. I'm not gonna say nobody's at the top of my list. I'm just gonna say it's a group of everybody.
Yeah. I feel like that's kind of how it is when you start working with people. Yeah, I guess I should ask, what's like your joy in working with people as like a pose coach that need it? Because I thought that's very unique, like that people hire you to come to their set and just teach them like the right pose. Like,
I would say what I enjoy most is letting them know it's okay to need help, because sometimes when we are posing, it was times where I didn't have a coach, and I really needed one. And most of the time we are pretty and we just need help. We'll wake up, makeup be done, hair be done, and then it's like a blank wall in front of you. You don't know what's going on. You're just posing in front of a camera. And this is something that I'm putting out there so much, because just because you know how to pose does not mean you know how to keep posing. Right. You're going to need a mirror sometimes. It's okay every now and then to hire a coach to come in and say, hey, your hair is out of place. Hold on. Drop that shoulder, chin up. It's just being able to be humble in your gift, but still not allowing people to play with you in your gift. That's the balance of it, But a lot of women, that's another conversation. The world just got the women so insecure that they hide these things and don't want to let somebody in on their insecurities and help them with posing. That's just, that's something for another day.
What's Savy's date like? Dave like you dating, you looking, you single, you just isolated?
So I am with someone.
Oh,
I am
you
in a relationship? Yes. And for me, that's good.
That's what's up. Keep growing on that. I'm trying to get into the in someone situation, so I like to ask because we all go through the seasons and stuff. I like to just know how like people feel. So,
I mean, it's pretty. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's pretty rough out here. It's pretty rough out here, and as you can see, it's getting rougher.
It is what you make it, but you just can't let people play with you, you know. Yeah. So we're all adults. I just feel like people just, you know, we all know what we want at the end of the day. So just don't play with people's time, you know.
Yeah. That's really important. I think for me, dating in the fashion scene, like I'm gonna put it like this. Hold on. Did you ask me that question? Because I was about to answer something you didn't answer.
No, go ahead. Do you. Go you. Are you dating in the fashion scene?
No, I'm saying like with me, you know, being with someone, but then me being in the fashion scene. Right. Sometimes it's hard because, you know, people are going to throw their shot at you and then, you know. Then,
that's anywhere. That's life.
I mean, there's life, but then it's a little different in the fashion industry. You know what I'm saying?
No.
You don't know that. It's a little different and they go a little harder.
I feel that.
And they do not care. You can post whoever 52 times. I just done seen so many love stories, you know, go bad because it's actually like dog eat dog. Like models, creatives, these designers, they will literally watch a relationship. I done seen it multiple times. They'll watch someone be together in the fashion industry, and before you know it, that model that's been watching you, now they're, you know what I'm saying?
No, now I do. Yeah.
It's like a group of people, and it's like they're all watching each other, and I'm like, so if I ever become single, I already know somebody is watching me.
I'm crying. So you stay very secluded in that case. That's why I asked, because I was like, you can't really tell. So yeah, you do a good job.
Yeah, I can't. You know what? I'm not going to put all my personal business out there.
You don't have to.
No, not now. I'm saying like far as, you know, people get to posting their person who they with like every other day.
Why do you have to?
You don't have to.
Yeah.
And if they want you to, that's a problem.
Yeah.
So
insecure.
So another reason I don't do that, people attack things that are close to you. So I feel like if someone may have, you know, and it be times where I find out people don't like me and I didn't know. And I'm like, dang, you know, so what would you, if you see somebody, you know, that I care about, what, you get what I'm saying? So that gave me that mind frame of that.
I feel that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you can't post it. Yeah, can't post it personal life all the time.
Stop right there. Don't tell me that died, George.
What happened?
I only got one more question left.
See, that'd be the thing. Why would you people FaceTime you out the blue? Like,
right. Like, what do you want? And the question I asked all guests that I had to wrap up with for the Swervinn podcast, who would you like to see on the Swervinn podcast? That's what
now, why would you ask?
I gotta ask it. It's just what I gotta ask.
Who I would like to see on the podcast that will give you conversation from the heart and like be authentic. Let me see. I know I don't have much time. Let me see.
No, you're good.
Let me see.
Who do you think? Anyone who comes instantly to mind?
How do you know someone came instantly?
And then you're probably like, nah, like.
Yeah, it's like the instantly was like. The instantly was like, but no, we ain't doing that one.
I don't care.
I'm trying to see. It was somebody that I met. Jess.
Jess.
Oh, no. Jess. So it's two. Well, can I say two?
Yeah.
So I would say Jess and Esther, Queen Esther Artistry.
Okay.
And I would say Jess because she's like a new upcoming. She do my photos, but it's just more like she just rap with so much joy.
Right.
Like, you know, it's just.
I get what you're saying.
It's a straight vibe, and she loves what she do. I have not found too many people like her. Like when you talk to her, it's like it's her life. She reminds me of me in a way, like passionate, and it's like we clicked, and it's like something that I needed someone to do years. She did in 3 months.
Right.
That show you realness too. So I'm like, somebody, the spotlight need to be on her. You know what I'm saying? Because she's just so real.
Jess and Esther.
Mm-hmm. Jess, Queen Esther Artistry. She take my pictures too as well, Esther. But she's under the cover. She's when I say Esther's under the cover, meaning like she's like this. Like her creative scene is like I got a hood on my head, but I'm just creating, ducking and dodging. That's what she kind of like. But she is so dope though. But when you go look at her work, you'll see why she ducking and dodging.
No, I get that.
when she do like makeup and she like build scenes and stuff, you'll be like, is she out of like where is she? Like what is she doing? Like Sci-Fi Channel, all them.
Because she knows them people that know they got it, but are humble.
Yeah, they're very humble. But when I say if Out the Way was a person, it was her.
I love that. You ever get that you look like Angel Reese?
Sometimes.
Like in very like side profile.
Yeah, right? sometimes.
I'm like, I get that. That's a good thing. Savy, camera there. What you got going on? Shout out what what's popping.
So look, you guys, I have an event coming up October 4th. I would love for you guys to be on the lookout for it. It's going to be something so amazing. I don't think you guys are going to be ready for it, though, because it's going to be such a big surprise. That's what I need to drop. That's it.
And it's going to be fall time. Get to put the fits back on.
That's it. And make sure you dress up. Yeah. No tennis shoes. We not doing
no
that.
Nike suits.
No Nike. Just do it. I need you just do casual. That's it.
That's easy to do.
Mark your calendars. Don't do nothing else that day.
I'll have you back on before then. We can do a little. Okay. We can talk about it some more. Savy, thank you for your time. Sorry it took so long. I had to just like live life and just get back to going. But hey, my people, this is the Swervinn podcast. The Savy, the creator, she's in here. We're back, but we're out.